Hey,
There we
everybody.
go.
Hello.
Welcome in. We have George G with us tonight, and we're
Hey
going
there.
to let everybody get a chance to come in. Um, we're going to check in on Rhonda to see how she's doing. She may be just running a few minutes late with us, and notifications are going out. I see people popping in. Welcome, welcome.
Yep,
And
just got mine.
yep, Joe just got his notification. And do you want to message Rhonda?
I did.
Okay. She sometimes, I mean, these days like Thursdays are kind of busy for her because she's got Big Barn in the morning and me in the evening. So I know that sometimes it takes
Larry just said
oversleep
hi.
sometimes. Hey, Larry, welcome in, Larry. I love you. And for some reason, I think on our end we just froze. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you are doing well. And he's out there in California, so he is 3 hours behind us. So
Hi, Larry.
he says, "Hi, George."
Hope
Larry's
you can hear me
been with
okay.
me forever, forever, forever and ever
Nope,
and
there's
ever.
Joe.
There's the husband in the
Mm.
chat. He probably just went in there to give Larry a hard time.
Hmm.
So George, well, people, I know I've got some lurkers already. Um, Tell everybody. I know you have your own channel, and I
Yep,
know that you auction.
I
Do
do.
you just kind of do you try to do it on a certain night?
I have been trying to do it Monday early evenings, like around 6 o'clock before JJ comes on, basically,
Okay.
and kind of like lead into JJ kind of thing. But the
Okay.
last few weeks, it's been kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Only mostly because of just personal schedule and family items, things going on, that kind of stuff. So, but
Right.
I've been shooting for Monday, and I probably will be doing it this Monday. I know JJ's back on this coming Monday, so
Okay.
he
I
wasn't
wasn't.
this past Monday, but
Yeah.
he,
I wasn't sure if he was um going to be doing Mondays or every other Mondays. I know
every
that
other
he
Monday.
is that what it
Yep,
is. I
I
knew
think
that he
so.
tried Whatnot this last Monday. I watched him
Yep.
for a little bit um, on Whatnot Monday. And, you know, Whatnot it's a good platform. Um,
Hmm.
I just don't, think it's like anything else. Like if you put stuff on eBay, it's probably good to try another platform for your stuff. We're bad about that. I mean, we do eBay.
Yep.
I've tried different platforms, and I just I didn't like them.
Yeah.
Um,
I,
maybe
I,
we
I've
should.
yeah, I've found certain items seem to do better on like Poshmark and or Etsy.
Yeah,
Um, some of the collectibles seem to do better on Etsy, for example.
yeah.
Um, especially if it's vintage. I haven't tried Macari yet. I know, I forget who
I,
it was. Was it Luis, Kelly Luis? I know he's a
mhm.
Macari guy, and he's getting back into it again, and he swears by it. I haven't tried it yet. I will. I'm
I,
sitting on about six or maybe somewhere between 6 and 10,000 sports cards, and I'm told that Macari is a good
oh,
place to try
yeah.
and sell those. So,
Yeah, and there's a big following for sports cards on Whatnot. So,
oh,
um,
that's good to know.
big following. In fact, I think that's what Whatnot started out being, was for
Yeah,
sports cards.
Hmm.
Is what it was kind of
like
made.
sports cards and comics type
Yeah,
thing.
made
Well,
for that kind of thing, and then
I'm
it branched
sitting
out.
on a ton of comics as well
Yeah,
right now.
that's what it was kind of made for. And they actually have people on there 24 hours a day selling comics and sports cards. So it might be something to look into. And the
Yeah.
shipping is a lot better now than it was whenever we first started trying
Hmm.
it. Um, Now we did Macari, and I had over 1,500 listings on Poshmark whenever they really were stringent about it being, clothes, purses, and jewelry. I just didn't care for having to go in and share everything all the time. I didn't like that type of
Mm,
platform.
mhm.
But, we made, and I did Macari, and we just didn't sell very much on it. But we may give it a try. You never know. We may give it a try
Yeah,
again
that's
some
it.
other time.
Yeah. Well, like I
Um,
said, I've got a huge, and for those who have seen my auctions, one of the things about my auctions is I try to do a preview the day before. So if I'm
yeah.
going to do an auction on Monday, there'll be a preview out sometime on Sunday, maybe late Sunday, but it'll be Sunday.
Okay.
The preview doesn't cover everything I do, just kind of a sample, but at least give you a taste of what I might be presenting
Awesome.
that particular night. Again, I have a very broad mixture of things. Like I said, I have comic books, but I don't usually put them up in the auction. I usually do those online. Same thing with the sports cards. But what you'll see from me tonight will be jewelry. I have some Ray Dunn stuff if anybody's interested in Ray Dunn. I've got a little bit of Halloween stuff I want to throw out there. I have purses if somebody wants to look at purses. I have minerals, gemstones, that kind of stuff.
Oh, wow.
Dolls. I have
Yeah.
toys,
You have all
artwork.
kinds of things.
Oh yeah, we. I remember. As we were talking earlier, I have been doing a few things in consignment, and I have this one
Right.
estate I'm trying to help a gentleman liquidate, and probably have two pickup truckloads of stuff that covers a lot of ground. So
And that'll keep you busy for a while. Estates,
yeah,
we used to buy
yeah.
out. We haven't bought out an estate since we got here. Um,
No, that's good.
so, you know,
So anyway, I say that because if somebody's looking for something in particular, put it in the chat, and if I catch it, if it's within reach, I'll put it up there.
he'll go dig for it.
I
Uh,
got a lot of stuff right within reach. So
yeah. Well, George, I'm happy to have
okay,
you. We'll go ahead and say hi to some more people.
yes,
Sugar Plum Fairy is in the chat. Hey, Sugar Plum. Hey,
yep.
you need to answer your email. I want to send you something, but I want to make sure that I send you something for helping us out when we lost Rhonda. I think it was the last time. Maybe it was the time. No, it was the time before we were on. Um, but I want to know what you like. So shoot me back that email. Hey, Annie. And then we have my husband, and then my brother's in the chat. He said I can start because he's here.
There we go.
You know, my brother got to give me a hard time. He's the baby of the family. And then Lisa's here. Hey, Lisa. Lisa's
There,
new
Lisa.
adventure. Make sure you guys subscribe to George too and hit that all notification bell so that you do see whenever he does go live, because he has some great deals. So
Thank you.
welcome in. And I think we just got a notification from Rhonda that she's having some connection issues.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, that happens sometimes with
Well,
her.
she's been having some connection issues at where she lives, so I knew that as well. So Joe is going to be modding for us, and
gonna
um,
try.
hey, Sugar Plum, if he falls behind, I'll appreciate it if you help him out. You did answer me. I looked the other day and didn't see an answer. Okay, I will look. You stop messing with Larry in the chat. Pay attention. All right, George, we're
Can't
gonna
afford to pay attention.
go ahead and
Okay,
you don't get paid.
so I'm going to switch cameras here at the same time then.
Okay. I will go ahead and switch over the cameras to you if I can remember how. Yep, I know how to do it. And there we go.
Okay, all right. You want to start out with something simple? I've got this round topped trinket dish, or if you want jewelry dish. It's got a mirrored top. It is, I think they call this pressed glass base, and it is about 3.5 inches across. It is sterling. It's not sterling. It's not marked anywhere that it's sterling. It's just silver. I think just this silver tone, but it's a nice little piece. I'm bringing it up close here so you can see the detail on the top. Again, you can see it's mirrored. and then the glass, and it's got this like a starburst pattern on the bottom. So I have that's one thing I do have a lot of is trinket boxes. So this is going to be the only one you'll see tonight unless somebody asks for more. But what did I have on this? Oh, we'll start this at $8 start, I guess. If that's okay with folks. And I guess, Joe, you're going to be popping up the starting bids and stuff on the screen, I assume. So, and so that's the start tonight. And like I say, it's in excellent condition. There are no chips. No, I've run my hands all over this thing to make sure there are no cracks, chips, or anything on it. It's in really good shape. No dings in the metal. It's in very, very good condition. Excellent condition.
Pretty. Joe's got the starting bid at $8.
Right. Now I did one thing I do try to do my research on items, so I try to make sure I'm giving you a fair price. So if you're a reseller, there's still some room on this, at least according to what I see out there in the big world. So if there's anybody's interested in that, if not, we won't waste too much time on it. But,
Can I see the mirror again on the bottom side?
yes, it's got a mirror. Yeah. Yeah, you can see that.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Okay, like I said, we won't spend too much time on that, but we will jump into some jewelry, and let me just try to untangle things. One of the things, one of my problems here is I tag everything for my inventory, and the tags get wrapped around things, and so then I got to spend my time. It's less like untangling necklaces. It's challenging at times to untangle it. There we go. It's that one. I may just have to cut them at this point. But I'm going to have some bracelets I'm going to show here. And what I'm going to do is these are Murano bead bracelets. And I'm going to set them up here, and I'll bring the camera down so you can see it better. Give it a second to focus here. And I have 4 of them. And as I said, these little tags are just for inventory. It's just, and so I'm trying to get the tags out of off the screen here as much as possible. Okay, I have 4 of them. And what I'm going to show them up close here. And these are Murano beads, or some people call them lampwork beads. They are, most of them are 7.5 inch. This one's a little bit less than that. This is probably 7 or maybe even 6.5. I'll show you each of them. What I'm going to say is we'll start the bidding at 10. High bidder gets to pick, basically. So for choice. So we'll say a starting bid of $10, and it is not silver. It is silver tone, and I'll explain some things as I go along here. So we'll show this one first. And there are charms on here. I'm going to try. I find that the best way to show these is just to hold it in my hand. But if I try to model it on my wrist, it just doesn't work well. So you can see it's got kind of a reddish and brownish tones to it. It has some charms. What you notice is that the cord is a very heavy cord, a silver tone cord with a lobster claw clasp. And most of these, right at this part here, you can take and unscrew that. And if you say, gee, I'd like to add something to that, you can. So they're customizable, which is really kind of cool. Hey, Rhonda's joined us. Here she is. So anyway, yes. So this is the first one, and it does have various little charms. And this one here looks like a dog and various animals and butterfly. The blue one is this here. Let me get that on the screen. There we go. And then this one is predominantly has a lot of orange to it. So there's a color theme, more or less, and sometimes a bit of a theme with the charms as well.
George.
Yes.
Rhonda wasn't here to keep me in line, so will you tell them what your shipping policy is?
Oh, yes, sorry. I
I
usually pretty good
forgot.
about that too. I ship through Pirate Ship. I'll get you the best deal I can on Pirate Ship. Um, I I invoice through PayPal, but I also have Venmo and I have Cash App. So if that's your preferred payment method, I can manage that. Just email me and let me know. So if you email, when my email's on the screen, your shipping information, your PayPal name, or your Venmo name, or your Cash App name, and I will invoice you. I'll probably have to invoice you through if I've never tried invoicing through Cash App. I guess you can. It's a relatively new thing to me, but I did get an account, so because I had one person that wanted to pay through Cash App. So this is the blue one. This is smaller.
And are
Um,
those marked Murano, or are they
no,
just
they're not marked, but some of them have, not all, but some of the beads, and I always have to look. Apologize here. I'm going to make a mess on the screen here, which is watching, but sometimes it'll actually say 925 right on the bead, but not always. And I don't. That's not saying that they are all silver. Just that some of them might be silver. No, they're not. But the source we got them from says they're Murano, so we're trusting our source, I guess is the way to put it.
you're not alone, Rhonda. Rhonda said YouTube says 0 people are waiting. No, you're not alone. I've got 15.
Yeah. I always have my cell phone on the side running, so I can kind of get an idea of the lag. And yeah, I show 15 as well. So, but okay, so that's the Murano. And like I said, these are what's the word? They're Pandora style neck
Yeah.
bracelets. They're not
Yes.
Pandora, but we actually made these. My wife and my granddaughter made these. So these are not something we bought. These are something we created. So I can guarantee they're unique.
Yes.
You will not see them anywhere else.
I
You might
bet
see
you.
something that looks like them, but you will not see anything the same.
I bet you guys had fun.
They do. She's 17 years old and loves working with jewelry. So she's a fantastic artist as well. So she has that artistic eye. Okay, well, I'm not seeing anybody jumping on those. That's all right. And it's just a matter of what you prefer to get. And we'll just pick those up and we'll pass on those. Let me see here. Oh, yeah, I definitely want to put this one up. So we're going to switch. We'll go to a Ray Dunn mug. And for those that have heard the term "for Pete's sake," well, this one's for Peeps' sake. It doesn't have anything on the other side. It just on this side it says Peeps, and it's a light blue. If that's showing well on the screen, it is Ray Dunn, the Ray Dunn collection, and $10 start on that if there's any interest in the Ray Dunn. And by the way, I'm Renee. I did share on my Facebook page as well as on the Facebook group, and I also put a video out, trying to advertise the show tonight. So
Thank you very much. And I did put it. I think I put it on Rhonda's page.
yes, I did.
Okay.
As well. So it got there twice then.
I meant to put it on Rhonda's page, but I can't. Now I'm like, did I or didn't I? I get squirrely, so.
No problem. Okay. So I'm trying to get a guess on how the lag is looking tonight. It looks like it's hard to say for sure here, but from when I put something on the screen to when it actually shows up. And it looks about 8 seconds, looks like. So not too bad. Typical. So okay, well, that's my 3. If there's it's your turn, Renee.
Okay. All right. We'll come back to you in just a few minutes.
Yep.
All right, guys. As promised, I kept talking about sterling. I've got this artisan crafted Verde Onyx
Cute.
solitaire ring.
Cool.
It is a size 7. So that is a green onyx. And it is 5.85 carat total weight. And we're going to start this at 25. So I'll show you and it is marked. And we guarantee all of our silver. So I'll take it off and let you see the back side.
Put it in the camera.
What it looks on the back side. I do it every time because I get to looking at it. Joe showed me, I'm so blind. And then Joe showed me here where the mark is. I'm going to have him actually show you where the mark is. And because he is better at that than I am in the camera.
So
It is a size 7.
that's right. It's right there. It was very light.
There it is. I see it.
Mhm.
Can you put the loop? Will the loop show it better? If we put the loop in there.
I don't know.
You
Gotta have steady your hands.
You having a seizure?
Well, maybe. But anyway, it's marked. It's 925, and we do guarantee our silver. It's a beautiful ring. The cut is gorgeous.
Mhm.
My finger is a size 8, so it's not going to fit on my finger. But a $25 start. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Very nice.
If anybody's interested, you can always hit me up in an email later. But otherwise, thank you, Sugar Plum. Otherwise, we'll just move along. Let me put that back in. I think, nope, its bag is over here. It is made, this is made in India, by the way. Hold on one second. I want to make sure I get it back in its little home. I think Joe's playing video games over there or something. I don't know what he's doing. He's probably
Talking to Rhonda.
Talking to Rhonda, trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, just trying to get it straight.
All right. The next thing I have is a pendant. It's sterling silver. It's 1.35 carat total weight. And it's a simulated black diamond cross. It's really pretty, but it is sterling silver.
Let's get some nice sparkle.
It's got some great sparkle. And we're going to start this out at $8. And then $8 start. That's the front. I'll show you what the back looks like. It's a really pretty pendant. You can start doing your Christmas shopping. Remo, Remy's mom. Hi, Remy's mom.
Remy's mom.
So it's got some really nice pickup. I don't have a ring light on or anything. So just imagine if I had the ring light on.
Turn it on.
Oh, Joe's going to turn the ring light on. The ring light's going to blind me. Now it's just washing it out. Now it's making it blurry. Turn it off. You don't have it in the right spot. All right. We're going to pass on that. Again, anything that you see tonight, if you later change your mind, let me know. And I'm going to show one more ring. And then we're going to go back to George. This next ring is going to start out at $50.
It's pretty.
It's very pretty. It is a silver carved bone. It
Ooh.
is, I can't even pronounce it. Lyakaka.
Caca.
Lyakaka hot pink sapphire right there at the top.
Oh, sapphire. Nice.
And it is sterling silver. It's a size 8. The sapphire is 0.35 carats total weight. So it is a size 8. She's really, it's a goddess ring. She's very pretty. And I'll show you what the sides of it look like. Let's see. There we go.
A lot of detail in that.
Yeah, there's a lot of detail in this ring. It's a nice size ring, Annie. It's a fun ring. I told Joe, I was like, oh, I don't know, it's my size. Maybe I should keep it. He tells me again, you cannot keep everything. So, and
yeah, we're running into that.
yeah, I want to keep everything, and it is also marked. And I have the heck of a time. See, I got my glasses, the progressives. There it is. It is it's not signed. It's marked right there above my fingernail. 925. And it's all solid silver here and around, and I mean it's a very nice ring. Like if you were to wear it, you want to yell at me. It's absolutely gorgeous, and all the nice work up there. Oh, it starts at 50. 50, 50. I did say it. I said
Yeah, I heard it.
Very well made. Boop, 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 boop. I like the slight smile that she has.
It's a smirk.
Yeah, kind of. I kind of give that to you sometimes. If anybody changes their mind, let me know. She's absolutely gorgeous. I have it up close and it looks bigger than it really is, but like on my finger, it's not like too terribly huge. It is a statement ring. Everybody needs a statement ring.
Absolutely.
All right. I did, Rhonda. I did.
Back.
We're going back to George.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, now I say, wait a minute. This looks like an old radio. Well, yes and no. It's not really. It's a fake radio, but it's for Halloween. And this radio still has the tags on the back here. It is a haunted living radio. And if I push the demo button, I don't know if you can hear that. Anyway, and it plays different things, as you can hear. This one's actually pretty long when it's playing. But we'll call this a Halloween radio, and we'll start this at $6. I don't think it's the Beetlejuice radio, but it does play different things, and some of them are short. This one was quite long. I didn't expect that. It's random, so I never know what it's going to play. And I'm just hitting the demo button. It still has I guess it still has the tags on it. It's called Haunted Living. So let me bring the tag up here so you can see it on the screen. And I just was hitting this little demo button here. And so it still has all the instructions on how to use it. And it's, of course, battery operated. But great little thing for your upcoming Halloween party for $6 starting. And I try to keep that within a reasonable range. It's very light. I mean, and shipping wise, it's not going to be the weight. That's going to be the size. Obviously, this is about. Where's my tape measure? Looks like it's about a foot across, about 8 inches high, and about 5 inches deep, or 4 or 5 inches deep. So when it comes to shipping, sometimes size matters. So, but it's very light. It's just a, but it's kind of cool. And it does, like I say, the lights and stuff. I thought I'd throw that out there, see if anybody was interested. And like I said, it still has the demo button on there, and I don't know if anything on the front works, or I think that it's just for show. It may be. Let me see here if it says. Because some of these are motion sensitive, and I don't know if this one isn't or not. But I was just trying to read the instructions, but they're kind of sealed up. Thanks, Zola. Appreciate that. I've had a couple of folks have said that about my voice, so I don't get too excited. So yes, Sugar Plum, size matters on everything. That is true, especially for the person in California that just won over $1 billion. Okay, well, no interest in the radio. That's okay. I got one other Halloween item I'm going to show. Let me throw the battery in it, because if I have the battery in it when I'm not demonstrating it, it can go off on its own, because this is a motion sensitive one, and I'll show it to you here. Okay, so we're going to pass on this one, I guess, and we'll go with this next one. This one is something you put on your walkway, and it says stop. I know that the lighting doesn't quite hit it quite right. Let me see that there, but it is motion sensitive, and let me turn it on. I don't know if you can hear that in the distance. And well, this one is $6 as well, but it is motion sensitive, or it's supposed to be. I may have hit the switch right on the bottom, but anyway, it does work, and it does make these creepy sounds when somebody approaches it, and kind of the intent is to catch people off guard when they approach it and trip it. So $6 start on that. And it takes 3 AA batteries, which I threw in there, and it has I don't know, I guess that's the sensor of some sort, but and you can have just the light on by itself, just to say stop. There's a switch there. You just turn it on, and you just leave it like that. So, and again, Halloween's coming, and if somebody gets this, I'll make sure it gets in the mail really quickly, so that you have it in time for Halloween or your Halloween party. Okay, I'm going to pull the battery out of it just so it doesn't go off while I'm talking, which would not be nice. There it is. Okay. I guess we'll pass on that, Rhonda, and go on to the next item. I'll switch gears again. Excuse me. And we'll go with a necklace here. And this is called a Moon Glow necklace. It is
that's gorgeous.
Yes, it's from the 1960s, believe it or not. It's 18 inches. It's made out of lucite.
Oh wow.
And I'll take it off the thing because I know the black can set things off. Although this is not silver, so it might be all right on camera here. We'll see. But there's a really interesting. We'll start this at 14, Rhonda. This is definitely very vintage. It's in the 60s. Now, when you again, pardon the piece of paper here. That's just my tag. But you see at the back of it, you have this really large bead. And you're thinking, well, wait a minute, how do I take this thing on and off? Well, it's got a connection that you don't see very often anymore. You squeeze it right here, and it's just a tiny little pin that pops into this larger bead at the back, and you just push it in, and that's how it fastens. But I'll hold it in my hand here as well, just so you get a feeling for what it looks like. And you see the light catches it really nicely. But this is made out of lucite. It's, what did I say, 14 inch? No, 18 inch. 18 inch in length. It hangs very nicely. If there's any interest in that. It's a pink. It's a much pinker than I think that's showing on the camera. Let me see if I can change the intensity of the light a little bit, and might help bring that pinkness out a little better. Yeah, that's a little better. You can see the pink a little better. It's a brilliant pink. Not a shocking pink. But it definitely, you can see the banding kind of look to the pink when the light hits it just right. And that is, like I say, from the 60s. We did look this one up and found out it's, and like I say, when I saw that type of connection, I knew they had to be much older. You see a petal pink color? Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's a good way to describe it. So, like say against, I know that silver against the black doesn't usually show up well, but for some reason this comes out pretty well, pretty decent on camera. It's a little washed out from the video I see. It's interesting because I'm looking on my phone, and it looks a little darker there, but and that's why I took it off and try to bring it up to the camera so you can see it against my hand, which is different. You can kind of see the pink there a little better. Doesn't get quite so washed out from my lights. I don't use a ring light. I use a diffused light. So try to reduce that pattern you get. Okay, that was number 3. Onward to Renee and Joe. Oh, you're muted, Renee.
Rhonda can't make fun of me. It's probably killing her. So I have 11 vintage. Well, some are vintage. Some I don't know if they're vintage or not. And some are signed. So I have 11 of them. I'm going to start it out at $8. So I have this one. It's a sheer, it's kind of a cream color, and it was made in Japan. It's it's got this little bit of pull right here. But other than, like, when you look at it as, this scarf in general, I don't see any pulls in the scarf. So we've got that one. And then I love this color on this scarf here. And that one would be more, that I showed you would be more for your hair. This one would be actually a neck scarf. Don't see a tag on it, but it's sheer like the other one. Then we have, this is also a neck scarf. And I will look I'll have to look for signatures. I didn't put signatures together or not signatures, and I'll let you know when I see one. So that one. Then we have this sheer one, but it's kind of a leopard print with these pretty flowers. And I'm looking. It's been a while since I'm looking at the corners because usually they're signed in the corners. I don't see a tag or a signature on that one. They might be at the bottom. It'll probably be my luck that they're at the bottom. I've got this Christmas neck scarf. I've got it turned backwards so you can't see the pretty print. But they have these ornaments on there. Couldn't get the word out. Words are hard. Now this one, it's not as vintage as it looks. It's made in China. Some things from China are coming up vintage now because we're in 2023. So that's a pretty pink one, headscarf. This one I know is signed. Yeah. It is signed right here. Vena. It is got trees on it. It's really pretty. Some of these signed scarves can be worth quite a bit of money. When I got them, I thought I would list them, and I just didn't have time. And when I was going through stuff, I thought, well, maybe somebody would enjoy it. Here's some shells, perfectly square. That I didn't see a signature on. Another looks like a holiday one with some poinsettias. It's also a neck scarf. And on the tag, it is, let's see if it'll focus in for me.
The cajon?
Yeah. JEKN for 8.
It's like CAYON. Is that what I'm seeing?
Or CE.
Is it CE?
There we
CE.
go.
Okay, CEJON. Okay.
Yeah. And then we have this holiday scarf. It is really pretty. It's got this sheer with the holly berries on it. Got it turned probably backwards. And it's tagged Echo. And I know Echoes sell for quite a bit of money, even used. Made in Korea. I'm looking to see, and dry clean only. And then I have this last one. I knew I had some with tags that are signed. It's Bill Blass, and it does look like it's got some little pulls right here. Just so you know, looks like there's some little pulls right there. But that is the full lot of 11.
All right, all in, all done.
Oh, and my shipping, if you came over new with George, or you're just new to our channel, under a pound is $5. Anything over a pound is $10. And if you spend over $50 within the week with us, because I also do an auction on Wednesday, it's free. And we do our invoicing on Saturday or Sunday is usually when we do our invoicing. Next up, I have this really pretty aventurine, multicolor aventurine bamboo bracelet. And I'm going to start it at $9 if I can get it open. It's really pretty. It is a stretch.
Thank you, JEK.
Yes, thank you very much. It is a stretch. Oh, I'm using the wrong camera. Can you put me on the other camera? I covered up the mouse. Y'all. Let's see. I thought I was on the other camera, and I'm not. So I'm like showing it on the camera, and I'm like, it's not out on the screen, and I'm actually in the camera. So this is multicolor aventurine, very cold. It is stretch. It's very pretty. I'll put it on for you. And start at $9. It's really pretty. I like that one right there with the stripe. I call them striations, but probably not the right word for it. But the coloring is beautiful on that. So let's just look at the beads on that.
It's very pretty.
It's
necklace.
very pretty. It's a bracelet.
It could be a necklace for a elf.
Chihuahua. Or Ombre probably could have worn it when he was alive. I like that coloring too. It's really pretty.
Yeah, the color's coming out nice.
Medicine. Is it time for my medicine?
Yep.
Rhonda's not here to tell us medication time. Not on auction night. I will forget it and chose my reminder, and that is not a chip or anything. That's actually how it's the color in it. She types it in. Get your meds. Annie knows too. Yeah, we will add it on to the order. That order was for last week, Jack. But if you ordered anything yesterday, we haven't invoiced you for that yet.
Hey, Michael.
He didn't.
Or his wheels, as I believe somebody called.
Take care of it.
Yeah, wheels. All right. But we'll make sure what needs to happen happens. All right. If we're going to move on to the next one. This next one is a pendant, and it is jasper. And it's called Silver Leaf Jasper, and it's set in sterling silver. I'm going to get it open too. These little Ziploc bags are hard to open.
Hey, Wheels.
Hey, Wills. And we're going to start this at 10.
I'm doing okay. Wheels.
A $10 start. It's really pretty. It reminds me of a milkshake. I don't know why. $10 start. It's the front. This is how the back is structured. And I can tell you, I'll measure it for you. It is 2.5 centimeters. Is that centimeters?
Yeah, you're on centimeters.
Yeah, 2.5 centimeters. I did it on purpose. And that would be right at 1 inch. Is what 2.5
Wheels
centimeters.
says it looks like a caramel latte.
Yeah. It's really pretty, I think. $10 start. It's a nice size. So the 1 inch is the length. I didn't measure across. So it's about
Like 3/4?
Yeah, about 3/4. So it's a good size little chunk of jasper. If anybody's interested in it.
It's a beautiful pendant.
Yeah, it really is.
Very nice.
I like, and the bail is kind of a split bail. What I would call a split bail up there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see if it'll
It's there.
if it'll show you. I might not be using the right terms. I'm learning about jewelry. It looks like picture jasper to me, kind of. It said that it was, what it's saying is that it's called Silver Leaf Jasper, and it is set in 925, and the marking is right there on the back.
I like that because you can see the color of the stone all the way through, which is nice.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. All righty. We'll go ahead and come back to you. Now remember, George can put, we can put George's email in here too.
It's on his name.
Oh, it is on his name.
I put it on my screen. Yeah.
And if you see anything that you're interested in, maybe later or in a replay, please reach out to either one of us.
Okay. Well, I'm going to put up another vintage piece. This is a vintage marcasite brooch. It's what's called a swirl. It's kind of a, what they call it. When I researched this one, it's called a swirl. And it is sterling. I'll try and show the marking if possible. But it's very vintage. And we will start this at 12. This is, I did weigh it. It's about 14 grams roughly in weight. And the marking is on the back, kind of in the middle. This definitely needs to be cleaned. There's some tarnish on it. I've told anybody who watches me on my channel knows I don't generally clean jewelry. I leave that to the buyer. They can because cleaning jewelry does take some of the silver off, and so and some people prefer to leave the tarnish on. So especially where it's on the back side, you can sort of make out the word sterling there on the back side. It has a 0 stabby factor. So pin, it is your standard little seat type connector on the back. A very pretty marcasite pin. Let me get the focus again. There we go. Get some better light on it here if I can. There, that gives it a nice sparkle. So no, I can't test it, Rhonda. I don't have a way of testing silver. I'm just going by the markings on it that it says sterling on the back. So it is marked sterling on the very back in the center. Let's see if I can get that to focus. It's somewhat faded because again, this is a vintage piece. And let's see, where was it now? Trying to find it again. Oh, there it is. Right below the needle, right below the pin. You can sort of see the word sterling there in there. And that's the only marking I could find. It is not marked 925. It is marked sterling because it is definitely. I would call this piece possibly as far back as the 40s or 50s. But I didn't try to date it, but I'm just from the design style. I'm guessing that goes back quite a ways. So yes, marked, not tested. Does anybody want to see that back again? I can try to focus it again if that helps. That's right. Okay. And I'll bring it up closer. You can see the details of it better. Hold up my hand. There we go. That's why I weighed it, just to kind of give me an idea of the weight. Can give you an idea of usually. And let's see. Oh, I didn't say how big it is. You can kind of tell from my hand, but it's about 2 inches across. It looks like. Hey, Mr. Picky. Yes, thank you. I'm doing all right. We had our boat of COVID a while back, so we're good now.
Hey, Mr. Picky. I told Joe that you were sending me a little wiener.
We will pass on that then if there's no
That's
interest.
gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I can't believe somebody didn't buy it.
No, it is a very pretty piece. Let me leave that up for a second in the box here while I get my other display back out again. I forgot to get I've got another vintage piece. And I'm going to have to try and display it here, and then I'll I've got it because of the length of it. I'm going to double it up. It's another necklace. Well, my hands are not as adept as they used to be. There we go. Okay. Let's bring this up. Another vintage piece here. And there's a tag hanging off of it. This, and I have the original box as well. This was purchased this is a piece that was purchased by a woman who had means, let's put it that way. And she bought this at the New York City Opera. The original tag is still on it. And I'll bring it up here so you can see it up close. She bought this from the New York City Opera shop for $30. This is vintage piece. It is, I'm going to take it off the thing so I can bring up the colors here. It's sort of an amber and pale green. It is, I think I wrote down, no, I didn't write down how long it is. Hang on, let me measure it real quick. It looks like it's going to be about 30 inches in length altogether. That's why I doubled it up. Let's try 40. It's 40 inches long. Ooh. So if I lay it out here on the thing here and get my tag out of the way, I'm bringing the camera down so you can see it in all its beauty. But I am going to start this at, we'll say 12 for this piece. Now, like I said, you saw the original price when this was purchased many, many years ago was $30. But we'll give you some room here to make some money on it if you want to resell it. I'm going to just bunch it up in my hand here so you can see it. Colors, that actually shows the color really well right there. Kind of an amber. It feels cold to the touch, but I don't think it's stone. I think it's glass. And if you notice in between, there were silver tone little beads in between each of the color beads. And because of this length, my tag's getting in the way. I should have just taken it off of there. Excuse me for that. But it should display okay on the black here. Again, we'll bring the camera back up. Give you an idea what it looks like against the black. And that was item number 2. If there's no interest in that, a little beauty. For that. Then again, another vintage piece from the New York City Opera. Wear it in lots of different ways. But you can even show that the original tag, there's their stock number apparently. Okay. Well, scroll down here. Okay. We'll pass on that, Rhonda, and we'll jump to something completely different. We'll bring up this really, let me see if we want, let me get my other platform thingy that I was using. I've got a really nice amethyst crystal here. Oh, what did I do with my box? Oh, there it is. I'll bring it up close here against the white background, but we'll put it right in there so you can see it up close. It's an amethyst cluster. We'll start this at $18 for this amethyst cluster. It is, let me just have my ruler. About 3.5 inches across, about 2 inches wide, and about 2 inches tall. This amethyst cluster. And it's got some nice sparkle to it. Catches the light nicely. Out there, who's anybody out there who's a collector? I have quite a few different types of stones. I have quartz, of course. I have some citrine. I have some geodes. I have this calcite. I have freenite. I even have a Herkimer diamond. If anybody's interested in that. And I have another one that's got amethyst and calcite and stilbite. And that's just the stuff I have within reach. So, any interest in this nice amethyst cluster?
It's really pretty. I can't believe somebody's not jumping on that. Seems like a great price.
Oh, we were just at the Gem and Mineral Show this summer here in Vermont, and this is way less than what they were asking for some of these pieces there. But, yeah, these. I grew up in Maine, and Maine is, in particular, the county I grew up in, Oxford County, is the most mineral-rich county east of the Mississippi. So a lot of minerals come out of that particular part of Maine. Okay, that's number 3. On to Renee. I don't hear anything, Renee. You're muted again.
I turn on my camera and then I forget to turn on my sound. It needs to be all one button. So these are salts. And we talked about these before, they used to put their salt in there instead of a salt shaker so they could salt their own food. And these are kind of special because they do glow. There's a set of 4, and we're going to start them out at $10. And they glow. They've got uranium in them. Okay, Joe?
Oh, that's cool.
So all 4 of them glow. So we have a start of $10 on them. They are very pretty as well. They are cut glass on the bottom. And you can see they have a really pretty glow. All right, you can turn them back on. Turn it back on. So there's no chips or cracks. The edges are all very nice. They were very well taken care of. And there is a set of 4. Mr. Picky's in at 10. Thanks, John. And Joe was not at all jealous that you were sending me a little wiener in the mail.
I figured John would send a little wiener.
I can't wait to get it. I'm very excited. What's the matter? Oh, you're being such a crybaby.
10 looking for 12.
What? Due to being such a baby, and so are you. No. That's our female. She's the loudest. Roxanne. No. No, ma'am. Don't talk to me like that. No. No.
Say,
Go see your dad and talk to your dad like that.
no.
I'm sorry if you're wearing headphones.
Thanks, Larry.
Yeah, Joe does really well. You might want to pick her up so she stops that nonsense. Because she is very persistent and she will continue to do it until she gets her way.
Soldier,
Because
Mr. Pickens.
she is spoiled that way. Thanks, John. They are very, very spoiled. All right. The next thing we have, I'm going to switch cameras, is a witch. It's me. The witch is me. No, I'm not for sale. Joe wouldn't know what to do without me. She's a shelf sitter. She is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, for a witch, she's gorgeous. So she is a shelf sitter. She's got her little fuzzy boots. I'll tell you how big she is in just a second. She looks brand new. She's got her little lace to her hat and her iridescent dress.
A kitchen witch.
She'd be great for a kitchen witch. I love her face. Absolutely love her face and her hair. We're going to start her. We're going to start her at $20. Where is our actual tape measure?
In the shipping department.
In the shipping department. Joe redid the shipping department, so I can't find anything anymore. We measure her from her hat to her feet.
About 30 inches.
So she is about 30 inches tall. And I'll show you what she looks like
It's her
underneath.
bum.
This is her bottom. It's a little weighted, not terribly. I mean, it's not heavy. She doesn't weigh, I don't think she weighs maybe a pound, maybe.
No, not even.
Not even a pound, Joe said.
12 ounces.
12 ounces. So she's adorable. I love her little nose here. And we would make sure you got her in time for Halloween. As long as you paid right away, we would ship her out right away. And she's got her like her little beaded.
Hey, Anna.
Here. But she's a little shelf sitter. And she's so cute.
John wants to see her hiney again.
Okay. There's her hiney.
Get a screenshot, John.
He wants to know if she can pole dance. She broom dances. She doesn't pole dance. She broom dances. And her, like, look at her socks. I'm not showing her hoo-ha. I'm showing her socks. This is a family-friendly show. But she is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I was kind of doing the Rocky song. Bow chicken wow wow. Bow chicken wow wow. Wow, wow. And her little hat with a star. Wow wow wow. Wow wow wow. Near. Bow. Okay. Nobody wants her. All right. Again, gotta switch cameras again. Put her back up on the shelf. Maybe somebody will want her next Wednesday. All right. I'm gonna switch back to the cameras. I kind of look like her if I dressed up like her. All right. You ready?
Sure.
You're gonna be the light man. This is what I was
doing that again?
Yeah, wasn't this what I was supposed to do? Oh no, I'm sorry. This is not it. Tease, I'm a tease. It was the song and the witch that made me that way. All right, we're gonna do a bunch of cars. Do I need to switch cameras? No, I just need to move this one back.
So,
we don't even know how many, but we're gonna start this at 25. So far,
Total?
there's 5.
You're saying 25 for the lot?
Yep,
For the whole
25
lot.
for the whole lot that he's putting up here. One money. He's like, let's move the toys.
Wow, that's a great deal.
9,
9 cars.
10.
Gosh, I think we would show them too.
11.
Oh, it's a Popo car.
It is a
I'm
Popo
surprised
car.
you're getting rid of that one. 12.
12. They're dusty. They need dusting.
13.
13.
They still look in good shape though.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
14.
the boxes look, they're really, yeah, they look
Yeah.
like in very good condition.
15. 16.
Wow.
17.
18, 19, 20. So there's 20 cars.
3 more of these. 18, 19, 20. So there's 4 of these total.
And yeah, the packaging's really good on them. This one's kind of cool. It's a Challenger. And I think some of these even maybe vintage. Do you remember?
I don't know.
I don't know. But there's 20 cars.
I just need the room. So $25 start. 20 cars.
20 cars.
Well, that's a fantastic deal.
It's a lot of cars. A lot of cars. Anybody interested?
Wow.
All right.
I mean, there's a great reseller lot there.
Yeah.
It's an excellent reseller lot. And like you said, the boxes, they're dusty, but
Especially if you got a flea market booth or something like that.
Exactly. I was just
Yeah,
thinking that even if you just had a yard sale and sell them for $5 a piece.
yeah. Well, at $25, you sold them $2 a piece, you'd make your money back if they sold for 25. I'm going to start putting them back. Where's Wheels at? He usually jumps on stuff like this. If you see it on the replay and you want it, let me
There you
know. Because Joe is ready to get rid of them. He's not messing around no more. He said, I got to sell this stuff. Like this one, this is my favorite. Because it's a buggy. It's blue. It's not pink. But it's like one of those old-fashioned, like, beach buggies.
Oh, yeah.
Dune
Yeah.
buggy.
Yeah.
Dune buggy. Yep.
So there's 20 cars, $25. And some of them, like that one, I think is, I don't know, it's battery operated. And these look, yeah, those are some kind of battery operated ones too. All right. Yeah, these are stick control, big wheel stick control. I don't know what that means.
Police trucks.
Yeah, that one's a police truck.
They're all police trucks.
Oh,
Hmm.
They just look different.
Yeah.
They got bright headlamps. All right. All right. That was our 3. So I'm going to come back to you.
Okie dokie. All right. Let's get this in. All righty. We've got a Joan Rivers piece. I thought might be interesting to show. It's not silver, it's silver tone. Joan Rivers generally, but it's interesting because when I was looking this up, it is there is another very famous jeweler that makes a very similar thing called a twisted rope or knotted rope that is silver and solid silver. But the Joan Rivers marking is very plain to see on the back. What did I say on this? We'll start this at 10. I'm leaving some room on here for resellers if you want to resell this. There's definitely some room on here. There you go. It shows the Joan Rivers logo on the back. 0 stabby factor. Does not stick out. I have not cleaned it. The bonus with this. So I have the box and the bag, little velvet bag that it came in. There's the velvet bag. And there's the cover of the box.
That's nice.
Classic collection. So I have not just the piece, but I have the box it came in. So, that is there. I'll put the box in the background here. If there's any interest in the Joan Rivers piece.
This is the one I like. Is that the way it's supposed to be?
It's called, I can say, what I say this is called? This is called the Twisted Knot or something like that.
Take it out of the bag and put it in there.
Yeah, knot rope it's called. Knot rope. Oh, I see Michael in at 10. Thank you, Michael. Oh, I guess we didn't talk about the bidding rules, did we? Increments.
Rhonda puts those
Did
in
she?
the chat.
She did? Okay. I didn't catch that. Thank you, Rhonda. Fairies are not scary.
You've got 2 of these.
To
I think
Anyway, so it looks like it's black. It's not black on the end. It is silver tone. It's just the way the light, the shadows catch it. And I did not. Again, this has not been cleaned. Probably just stand somebody take a little brush to it just to get any of the dust out of the crevices. But again, we'll show the back. See pretty plainly the Joan Rivers logo there. Okay, well let's sell it, Rhonda. Michael, I'm not sure if you've ever bought from me. I'll have to look. But if you could email me your info, I'd appreciate that. Okay, thank you. I'll get it in with the box and the bag and everything. Okay. Next item I have is a really pretty ring. I'm going to leave that display right there like that because it gives you the background. And I'll put it on my mandrel here so you can see the size is let it drop, 8.5. And it is marked inside 18K GE. I don't know if I can bring that up with a magnifying glass or not. I'll try. Can't promise anything. Make sure I get the right part. That'll show or not, I don't know. Well, it'll show on camera, but it is marked there. 18K. Let me get the actual exact lettering here. But it is marked on the inside. And my fat fingers are blocking the light. But I guess it won't focus on it. I don't. It's a 8.5, and we will start this at $8.
wow, what a steal.
Yep. Here's what the size looks like.
It's gorgeous.
As I say, it is 18K gold electroplate. It's marked 18K GE. I do not know if that's glass or what. You're going to find out. It is very pretty.
That's really pretty.
I'm guessing it's rhinestones. I mean, it's gold electroplate. It's not gold, so I'm guessing those are rhinestones and something else. in there. Oh, you can almost see the writing in there. It'll focus. You can see right where my finger is at the bottom. Wants to focus on the ring. There it is, sort of. You make out the 18, at least I can here on my screen. But anyway, if there's any interest, 8.5. I guess yes, I sewed on the mandrel. Focus now, focus. There we go. So it would fit on my pinky, sort of. Very pretty ring. See Michael in at 8. I think it's better when I show it this way. Again, you can almost make out the imprint in there when I try to bring it up to focus, but you can see it. It is not heavy, weight-wise. It might be electroplate over silver, but it doesn't say that. I'm guessing not, because it's not marked that way. Okay, Rhonda, I don't see anybody else jumping out there at $8, so we'll sell it to Michael. Okay, sold. I see the sold on the screen. We'll set that aside from Mr. Whelan. Okay, one more item. Let's see here. Oh, we'll change up again here. We'll just do something completely different. Not necessarily a very popular item, maybe, but anybody who still writes, this is a brand new deluxe stationery set. It's in a carrying case, as you can see in the picture here. It says it has 30 stationery sheets, 24 note cards, and 50 matching envelopes. And I'll bring that up there so you can see that. And get a better look at the picture there. I will say we'll put this at $8 start for a stationery set. Yes, thanks, Michael. And there's the back of it. You can see it's just the box. It's all sealed. It is brand new, still sealed. For those that still write letters, not just emails, I have to say my daughters have trained our grandsons well, because they send out thank you cards when they get gifts from us. It's very nice.
That is a lost art.
It is, but
I know. Yeah.
My wife loves to write, and she loves to write cards, and I'm actually surprised. She has enough stationery. She didn't need this set. Let's put it that way.
I mean, my children, up until they graduated, they always had to write thank you cards. And they're like, why do we have to do this? Our friends don't have to do that. And I was like, you will do it.
Yep. Okay. I didn't know. I thought I'd put it out there. Like I say, it's a lost art, but there are still people out there, and particularly, at least from my generation, that still like to write the occasional letter. We do correspond with. My wife has a couple people she corresponds with by mail.
Yeah, I think that in grade school they still have pen pals overseas and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
they email, but they also will practice their handwriting skills and stuff like that.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll pass on that. You never write letters, Michael. Yeah, in my case, that was definitely old school. But back, I'm old enough to remember back in the day when long distance calls were very, very expensive.
Oh, yes, they were.
Okay, let's switch over back to Renee.
All right, here I come. All right, I have some more salts. These have little stars on them. They're so cute. And there's 4 of them. And you guessed it, they have uranium in them. And Joe's going to turn off the lights. And they glow. You're not seeing it very good for its glory. It doesn't look like they're glowing like we had them earlier, Joe.
Go back away from.
Am I not doing it right? They are glowing, but
it's not showing on the camera.
Yeah, it's not showing on the camera.
Click the light one time.
Maybe I don't. That's the low light.
That's the light.
That's low.
I don't know why it's not showing up on camera. They're glowing right here in front of our faces.
They're more of a yellow glow than a green glow, though. Let me let's put these up instead. Let's show these. Okay. I don't know if you can see if you can see these. These are green glow right here in front of my eyes. All right, let's see. These are doing the same thing. But they're green glow. Oh. They're really green, right? They're actually a really yellow. These last 2 that I showed you are yellow, so they'd be Vaseline glass. Can you see the yellow? Anyway, they do.
Yes.
Okay. They actually do glow. All right, these are a leaf pattern. We'll go with these 3 here. These 3 here, we would start at $8. $8, and these are a leaf pattern, and they have feet.
Yeah, footed.
Go ahead and turn them on. It's funny because whenever I'm holding it out here, they look more green. And these look like their little feet look like berries. So it is a leaf pattern. And then these look like berries for their feet. And they glow more of a yellow. And it's a bright yellow when it's sitting right here in front of me. So that would mean that it's a Vaseline glass instead of uranium. So that's what they look like. People, I think, like they're green. They like to see that bright green. In the light, this light here, they look green. But when you turn off the lights, they look very yellow. You can see the green right now. Anyway. They're not that green color. You might want to charge it too. It's getting a little, that light's getting low, so that can make a difference too.
Something I need to pick up these days is one of those one of those UV lights.
We got, we thought we had one that ran off of batteries, and this one actually charges by USB, which is nice, but I always feel like it doesn't keep as good of a charge. Joe's trying to reach it from the charging port, but it's not, he can't quite get it. But all right, we'll go ahead and pass on that. I've got a sterling pendant with mother of pearl next, and we're gonna start this at $14. It's really pretty. It's got butterflies and flowers and leaves on it, and it was a $14 start. $14 start, and it is mother of pearl. This is the back of it. So the silver that you see on it is $925, and like I said, the marking. Joe and I were like, why didn't we use this? Let's see if
that's cool.
Maybe we can get it under here. You want to help with this?
I have no
Hold
idea
this.
what you're trying
I'm
to
trying
do.
to use this under here and then put that under there. Will it magnify it? I'll try anything just to see if it'll work. There, right there on the veil, right there. It says 925. I think we need a bigger magnifier, but underneath that circle right there, it's more of a magnifier, right?
That's ridiculous.
Joe's like, that's ridiculous. I like to see what I can figure out. I'm trying to be a problem solver, but it's really pretty. And the measurements, including the bail, is what? 1 and 3.
1 7/8.
1 and 7/8. Joe, no, I need ruler help. 1 and 7/8. 1 and 7/8, and then 1 1/4 in width, straight across the middle. You got the circle of death. Oh no!
Trying to make out what that pattern is supposed to be.
Well, there's a butterfly there at the
There it
bottom.
is. Yep.
And then you got leaves and flowers at the top. And then the bail is a leaf.
Cool.
It's really pretty. Mother of pearl. All right. Then the next thing we have, it is also $925. It's a ring, and I believe it's a size, it's a size 8. And it's 1.9 total carat weight. It is CZ. But it's really kind of cool. Do you remember those necklaces that had the like stones that constantly moved? You know, like they twinkled. I think they call them twinkles. This is it's a ring that has the stones in it that constantly move. You see them? It's twinkling. All 3 of them in the center move. It's kind of neat. And what are we starting this out at? We're going to start this out at 16. And it is a size 8. $16, size 8. It's Lustro Stella CZ ring in sterling silver. It is 1.9 total carat weights of CZ. And
somebody's asking if you still have the shelf witch, by the way.
I do have the shelf witch still. And those center stones, if you can see, they are suspended in the middle and they constantly twinkle.
They certainly do.
We lost Rhonda again.
And it is a $16 start. And it is marked. And all of our silver comes marked 925, and we guarantee our silver. It's just a pretty ring. We put it on the.
What's the start?
This it's $16 start size. It's a size 8.
How much was the shelf witch?
The shelf witch,
20.
yes. It's a size 8. It's a really pretty ring. It looks better on than it does on the mandel, and I think I like how it just it just flickers.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in its box.
Yeah, because of the movement, it just constantly catches light.
Yeah, it'll constantly catch light. It'll just move on its own. Like even in the box, it's moving. It's just really it's a bedazzler is what it is. You'll take the witch. Okay, Michelle. Stop. Don't bark. Thank you, Michelle. We will make sure to get that to you. And Rhonda lost some connection, I think. So that was, I think it was 3. Yes, it was 3. We're gonna
What's
come. We're gonna.
Okay. Alrighty. Let me see if we can get this back on camera here. I've got a brand new purse. And I'm taking it out of the box here. It is what they call a crossbody purse. It's got a long chain for strap. You can see that in the picture. It still has the original tag on it here somewhere. There it is. So called made by Trimmings. The original tag. When you open it up, it still has the old stuffing in there, even the silica gel pack. There's a little pocket on the inside. And then just that one pocket on the inside. No pockets on the outside. It's kind of like a metal beaded bag. What did I say I was going to take on that? We'll start this at 12. Brand new. Crossbody bag. It's black. I mean, hopefully that is definitely, it is black with coming on the collar with a gold trim piece here and latch here. And like I say, it's definitely a crossbody from the length of this, I would say. If there's any interest, brand new purse. The thread you see there is from the tag, not the purse. Any interest in a crossbody black purse from Trimmings? I think this might have been the box that originally came in, and it's marked Nordstrom. So this came from an estate. Apparently she bought it and never used it. Brand new. Again, I'm leaving lots of room on this. If there's any interest in it as a reseller, if you're interested in just having it for a nice fashion piece for that night out. It's black. Black goes with a lot of things color wise. So that much I've learned. I raised 3 daughters, so I did learn a little about fashion. Not much, but a little. Things change. Fashion changes as I have learned over the years. So what was fashionable when I was growing up, well, actually some of it comes back. When I was growing up, it was bell bottoms. Alrighty, no interest. It's all right, Joe. We'll just set that aside. If somebody comes back to us later, that's fine. We will put that aside, and I will bring up a sterling. Well, it's marked sterling. I do not have a way of testing it, but it is marked sterling. I did measure it. It is 29 inches long. And I want to take it off the stand because I know that black and silver don't always gel well on screen. But there's the clasp. It's a C-style clasp. It is marked on the little tags here somewhere. There's one of the markings there. And, excuse me. But it is marked 925. Again, I've not tested it. You can see the pattern of the chain is a flat, I guess you call it herringbone chain. $15 start on that. I weighed it. It's about 8 grams of silver. But it is, again, maybe I can appear, get the full length of it here. You can see it. It hangs, there it hangs pretty well on there. It is marked 925. I think maybe marked 925 Italy. I can double check that. Some of them I know, some of the pieces I have are marked that way. And I'd have to look at it more closely here on the white. Yeah, I need to get my magnifying glass out. And it's because my eyesight, not because of the... Yes, it is 925 Italy. It may show up on the camera, I'm not sure. All kinds of, all depends on how the light catches it. But a very pretty necklace that you could put your own pendant on or just wear it like it is. 29 inches long, gives you lots of room to put it. You could put a pretty sizable pendant on there if you wanted, or you could just wear it as is, like I say. Flat, like I say, what they call it, herringbone. Okay. No interest in that. Well, I've got another ring. This one is marked 18KT HGE, and then it has an A and a circle after the marking. And again, this one is like 8.5 as well. This all came from the same estate, this jewelry. So you can see this is 8.5. Now we'll let you see the ring. Get this out of the way so it's not distracting. And this ring looks like that. And we'll start this one at $8. It's got 3 pieces in here. I don't know if it's supposed to be a mother's ring, whatever. I don't recognize the colors of those being birthstones. They don't appear to be birthstones to me. But
they look like pink. Aren't those called pink opals?
Okay.
On the end, I think.
Again, it's got looks like rhinestones on the around the perimeter. And I'll put it on my pinky again, see if that helps. Let's try that on that pinky. That way, steady your hand. You can see how it sits.
What are they? Rhonda's back. What are they, Rhonda? They kind of remind me of those like pink opals, but now when he pulls it away, they kind of look more orangish.
Yeah, they're kind of an orangey pink. That's So I can see the confusion. The center one is definitely white, of course, and the way they're set, and then they have, say, the rhinestones. And it is marked on the inside again, like the other one. Let me see if it'll show up or not.
Real amber is like green.
But it is marked 18KT HGE with an A and a circle around the A. Is the marking. Heavy gold electroplate. Thanks, Rhonda.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure what the stones were.
Right.
I thought it kind of looked like I've been seeing these pink opals advertised, but they looked pink at first, but they're kind of orangey.
Right. Okay.
Don't opals normally have a little sparkle?
No interest in that particular ring. That's okay. That was my third. This is my number 3. So, okay. Better quality than just gold electroplate. Oh, that's good to know. Thanks. I learn something every day. And we've done jewelry for years, my wife and I, but of course I don't remember half of what she knows. So, no many gold twin lovers. Yeah, I have silver too, but I didn't bring any of it. I could grab a couple of those next time if I have time. We'll see.
Okay, so the first thing I have up is Limoges. It's missing its stopper. We're going to start this at $8, and this is for Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan cheese.
And it's the Parmesan cheese
You can have
shaker.
the fanciest Parmesan cheese shaker on the block.
So this is the design on it. It is hand painted.
Pink coral, she said.
Oh, pink coral. Okay, that makes sense.
I was thinking.
That's what you were thinking. It's really pretty. The gold is really still intact and looks great. That's usually, from a lot of use. The first thing that will get rubbed off, but the hand painting looks really great on this piece. It is, if you collect Limoges, this would be a good piece to have. It is 4 inches in height. The diameter is 3 inches. And it is it's an $8 start. George, I think we have time for one more round.
Okay.
And then I'll do a giveaway. I don't know what I'm going to give away yet. And then we'll be on our way for the evening. Rhonda, thanks for popping in. I know you've been struggling tonight with the internet. We appreciate you, as always, but even more so whenever you come in, and I know it's got to be frustrating for you. I'm sorry, sweetie. Yeah, we can handle the giveaway without you. That would be great for that pins display, the long ones. Oh, if you wanted to just, yeah, it would be good for the hat pins. You could use it for that too.
That's a creative idea.
Yeah. Rhonda always has. She's very creative. It would be very pretty if you had some really nice long hat pins.
And it's Sugar Plum that makes you mention that.
Oh, it's Sugar Plum. Oh, I thought it was I'm looking through some cameras and I thought it was Rhonda, but Sugar Plum does too. All right, we're going to skip on that. The next thing I'm going to show you is another ring. This is a size 6. It is, can you undo that? It is another goddess ring. Only this one has amber in it. It's really pretty. This is the ring in question. It is a size 6. It's got a big chunk of amber in it. And it does glow green. I don't know if I can, here, let me take it off to show you. If I couldn't get the right angle. It does glow green. So it is a real piece of amber. It's a beautiful piece of amber. And these are garnets. And then I believe this up here is, I can't tell. I think it's like maybe citrine. But the face is bone carved. It is a size 6. And I am asking $65 for the ring.
Oh wow, it's a nice
She's
piece of amber.
absolutely gorgeous.
That's amber, right? Isn't it?
Yes, that's amber.
Grand old things. Beth's in at 65.
Thanks, Beth. It's marked right there. I can see that one. It's a little easier to see. She's absolutely gorgeous. I'm kind of sad to see her go. I told Joe, oh, it fits my small, it fits my pinky. It was, you cannot keep everything. So I did, you know, get to model it for him.
Oh, where's that other ring?
The other one that's like this, the goddess.
Yeah.
It's in the same. It's in that first bag. It looks like a box like this. In the very first bag, that's the last bag. To me, anyway, that was last bag. Why?
Saying, can I see both of them?
Sure.
She might make a choice.
Sure. She has to buy both of them. I've got to show both of them. This is a size 8. And that was amethyst. And it is a size 8. I'm a size 8 on my ring finger. I'll put them side by side because then I can wear both of them.
She wants to see the band.
On the second, the one you just brought me?
Is it a tight 8?
Yes, it is a tight 8. Because I wear an 8 and it's tight. Yeah, it is lilac. I don't think it's. Can you get me my sheet? It'll tell me what it is. The sheet that's in the bag, and I'll give you an exact answer as to what it is. Because I'm trying to think off the top of my head right now. No, I don't. Yes, I do. I know. It's like, no, I don't. It is. Oh, it's that funny word. Liakaka hot pink sapphire is what it is. Liakaka. So if you know the better name of it, then that's fine. Oh, okay. Liakaka is lilac. I like saying Liakaka better.
camera.
I'm trying to see the chat because have we made a decision? Actually, it is Rhonda. She's getting a deal.
All right, she's taking both of them.
Well, there you go.
Thank you very much.
I hope you're doing well, Beth.
She's taken both of them. Congratulations. Thank you. You will love them. She's definitely getting a deal. I got a deal and I'm passing it along. I don't know that I can always do it, but I'm definitely passing it along. Congratulations. All right. George, I'm gonna go ahead and come back to you. That took a little bit more time.
Well, that's okay.
Are you
all right.
sure?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't want
Okay, I'm gonna show a witch, another witch, and this could be a kitchen witch as well. And I'm gonna switch cameras. All right, I got her a little too high there. You can't see her face. I got her kind of crooked here.
Oh, there you go.
Anyway, she's actually on a piece of wood, and I didn't measure her. But she's made like the other one. She's just not a shelf sitter, and she's not quite as tall. And for some reason, you'll probably need to straighten out her bow. She is new.
About 18 to 19 inches.
And I'm going to ask, instead of 20, I'm going to ask 25 for her. She's got these wonderful, wonderful eyelashes. Let me get her closer so you can see her eyelashes, because that's what sets her off here. She's got these wonderful eyelashes.
Put them in the camera.
I'm trying.
You're not even close.
Maybe you should do it. I'm doing both hands. Here, come put her in the there. Did I do it? She's got wonderful eyelashes and lips. It's kind of hard when you're trying to do one hand for the other. I'm just not coordinated or anything. But she's got this beautiful curly hair, and she's got her witch's nose. I just think, I mean, yes, they look like witches, but I think they're beautiful. Their faces are this resin, and they're painted really nice. She does have a candy corn up here on her bow. She is not fabric. She's resin. And then she has some like composite legs here.
You think T's not watching?
She's super cool. Did you say she looks like T?
No, Shadow Woman, Rhonda said, how did you get Tania dressed up as a witch doll?
Yeah, that's what I was like. Did she just say she looked like this witch looked like Tania? And she's got this cute little sparkly dress on. It's kind of gathered at the bottom here. She's absolutely gorgeous. So, and we, as long as we'll get our invoices out this weekend, and as long as you pay it right away, we'll get it out to you. But she's got her little feather boa and stuff, and she's also got her broom that she's holding. Any interest in her? Let me know.
Tania's about that size in real life.
I've never met her in real life, so I don't know.
Oh, she wants a shot of the face again.
Oh, her nose isn't as big as the other witches, but she's just cute.
Oh, there's a good focus. There we go.
Joe is like the bomb with it when it comes to the camera, but he insists on me doing it, and I'm like, you have to do it. I don't know what I'm doing, but if I don't try and I don't, try to do it, then I'll never learn. So.
She sent it.
You sent a picture of it to her and said, "Is this you?" She does kind of have the curly hair and stuff, but she's super cute. All right, George, we're going to come back to you. If anybody sees her and wants her, please let me know.
Okay, let me get this in frame here. Here we go. All right. Get this better. There we go. Let me come a little closer. This is going to be my most expensive piece of the night, right here. This is a Nolan Miller. It's called a Brilliant Squirrel. And it's a brooch, of course. And it is marked NM on the back, the Nolan Miller. It does not say it's silver, but man, there's a lot of stones in this thing. I have comped this thing, and I'm going to put this out here at a bargain to give somebody else a chance at trying to sell it. I'm going to ask $60 for this. And that is more than half of what I've seen them going for. So, I mean, I say less than half, I should say. Less than half what I've seen them going for. It is no stabby factor on it, of course. And I think I can see if I can get that up there to show you the stamp, the signing. It says NM, and then it'll say made in China or whatever next to it, because that's where their stuff is made. Come on, focus. Anyway, that's the NM for Nolan Miller. I did comp, like I said, I did comp this thing. If nobody buys this, I'll tell you what I've seen it going for. But it is called a Brilliant Swirl. I did not count how many stones are in this thing, but that's the back. And that is the front. It really catches the light amazingly well. It's because of the swirl pattern. No matter, it catches some of the stones are going to catch the light. It just really sparkles. But I thought I'd throw it out there and see if there's anybody interested in this before I throw it out there on eBay. Because it'll go for a lot more. We'll be listing it for a lot more than this. I gotta give somebody a chance. This also came from that same estate I've been selling some stuff from. So the woman had very nice taste on some of her items. Alrighty, no questions or comments on that. We'll move on to the next thing then. I'm not going to leave it up there long because I know we're really running past the time we were planning on. So let me just pull that out of the way. And if there's any interest on it later on, or somebody watches this video later, well, email me. I haven't sold it yet. Okay, I've got another very interesting sterling ring. And it has what the stone that's in here. I guess it's a I want to come up with the wrong word, type of jasper, but I think it's jasper. I could be wrong on that. It's wrong. Maybe Rhonda could correct me on that, but we'll pass on that. It is marked sterling on the inside. Sorry, my hands are. There it is. It's marked on the inside sterling. But what's interesting is that it's an adjustable ring. So $8 start on this. Tiger's Eye. Thank you, Ron. I knew I was getting it wrong. Too late in the evening for me. But so saying what size it is doesn't make sense right now. It's a Looks like about a 6. But as you can see, if I hold it right here, it's got a lot more room. You can make it smaller, you can make it bigger. You just squeeze it. And adjustable ring, $8 start. And that's a lot of silver in there. It's a really wide band. I don't think I made it big enough to fit on my, well, I can sort of fit it on my pinky. But tiger's eye is Jasper. Oh, okay. Again, like I said, my wife had the jewelry business. I'm probably should have her sitting in here when I do this. I forgot to write the description on this one down, so I had to guess. There it is, $8 adjustable ring. So, and like I said, it's marked inside sterling. And I'm not going to wait a long time here for people to decide, because I know we're running a little later there. Oh, you can see it pretty well right there. Sterling. It's upside down, but it says sterling. Okay, no interest in that. Then we'll move the camera down here a bit and show the next couple of items, and that'll be it for me, I think. And then I've got some Ray Dunn bowls, Mr. and Mrs. bowls. Yes, they are Ray Dunn. You can probably tell from the font, but Mr. and Mrs. bowls. They're a little dusty, but I don't think they're ever. I think they're brand new. I mean, the store sticker was still on the bottom when I got them. So, yeah, it's a good deal for sterling, even if it's just for the sterling alone. I did not weigh it. Of course, the stone would be probably weighed more than the ring. But anyway, the Mr. and Mrs. Ray Dunn, I'm calling them cereal bowls. $12 for the pair. So if anybody's interested, and you can set the breakfast table and have your matching Mr. and Mrs. cereal bowls. And that is my third item, Renee. And you're muted.
She's fighting with a dog right now.
Oh, she wants to sit on my lap.
Well, let me switch cameras.
Mm.
I know. I was trying to go through things quickly because I know you wanted to try and wrap it up by 10. I know Joe's got to get up early tomorrow and get a long day. So
it's 9 for us. All right, so we're gonna give away Witch's Kitchen sign, and you can put magnets on it if you want. Or you can hang it in your kitchen, and it can go on your refrigerator, or you can hang it. But this is what we're gonna do as a giveaway, and you need to make it bigger. You can't see it. You're gonna put in hashtag George, since George was our guest.
well, thank you.
George, you're welcome back anytime. Just let me know, and
Sure.
you're welcome back. Hashtag George. How do we make it bigger? Or can they see it better than what we can see it?
I don't know.
Does it look small on your end? Can y'all read it?
Can y'all see it?
I've got a fairly good sized screen, but I can sort of see it.
They're like, who? You figured it out, Joe. No, I showed him how to do it, Rhonda.
There, is that better?
Yeah, that's much better.
That's better. Yeah.
I showed him how. Give me the credit.
Yay.
Rhonda always, all the technical stuff, she always gives Joe the credit.
Oh, look, I made it even bigger.
Oh, good job, honey. That you figured out.
Start collecting comments. There we go.
All right, get your comments in. Oh my gosh. Rhonda. Rhonda, I want to play the word game. I was so sad. I was in such.
Yeah, I
Did
caught
you?
a glimpse of that the other day. That was cool.
It's so much fun. Like, I could only play it in Facebook because we were in the car. And so when we got home, I got out of the car and I was like, oh, I want to go play it on the TV. Because when you're on the TV, you play it different. And when I got in the house, they were done. And I was so sad. I texted her. I'm like, no, you cannot be done. I was putting it in the typing in my words, but it was only going in the chat, so didn't see. I don't know.
And if I try to play with something like that with my cell phone, I can't type fast enough on my cell phone to beat the other people. I can do it on my computer, like where I am now, but
Yeah,
trying to do it on my cell phone is a task.
And the cell phone, the screen is so small. I was like struggling to see the letters. I knew what words I was putting in, but I couldn't see if I was being ranked or not.
Well, we have the big 55-inch screen, smart TV, and so I could watch it on that and then use my phone to type in.
Yeah, I can do. That's what I was doing from home, but I was still in. I think I was still in Facebook, but not in YouTube.
All right, just another second, and I'm going to draw it.
Joe's ready to go to bed.
It's sleepy time.
Well, it says that 12 people on, but only 7 entries. So.
Well, I'm one of the people, so.
And so am I. So. Get that count.
And you're eligible to win, George.
Yeah, no, I didn't. George. Am I eligible?
No.
Oh. Trying to save on some shipping here.
Oh, whatever. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate your business and your time. And Rhonda, thanks for hanging in there. I know you were struggling tonight, and we really appreciate you.
All right, fixing to draw it. And
Michelle, Bates.
Yay.
All right, well, we'll put that in with your stuff that you purchased, and we'll be able to mail that out. Thanks, guys. And
thank you, everybody.
We appreciate your business, and you have a wonderful night.
Definitely.
Thank you again, George.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you. And
thank you for the invite.
No problem. Anytime. Just hit me up and ask me if we have an opening, and we'll make it happen. I can't find my stupid cursor.
It's over here.
We have 2 screens, and I fight trying to find it. Bye, everybody.
All right.
Bye, guys.